Hi, it's May 2018 and this is my diary entry and skill reflection. At the moment I have two placements, one as an operations coordinator at Running Wild Events and one as a marketing assistant at Shook Events. Shook Events is an event management and talent booking agency, rostering underground artists in intimate venues. When I started at Shook Events, the owner Seth would send me an email every week with the content that needed to be posted. I would then spread the content out over the week by posting once a day on all three social media platforms, which is Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I found this a good way to start because it got me into the hang of posting every day, and I knew exactly the way that Seth wanted the post to look and the style and all the impression he wanted to give. I noticed that all of our posts were either sales related or artist updates, so I suggested that we had some more content based stuff, such as event photos and music themed memes to make the post more engaging. I also used a similar method as I did with Running Wild, where I utilised an app which would analyse the follower statistics. This showed that there was a large number of inactive users on the company Instagram and Twitter accounts. So I suggested that we get rid of those users and instead I could follow 50 people a week who've taken an interest in similar events or companies. And if they didn't follow back within a week, then we would class them as inactive and unfollow them. So within the first week, I'd brought the inactive followers down from 205 to 56, which was synced with the amount of people we were following back. Over the past month, I've increased follower statistics from 56 to 377, and Seth's really happy with that. So after my manager noticed, recognised that I like to take initiative, his weekly post content emails started to become a bit more simple, and this allowed room for me to expand and be more creative. I started posting videos with the artist updates, using emojis on the text-based posts, and also using live videos on Facebook and Instagram. So last week it was Shook Events' 1 year birthday, so we organised the biggest event we had run so far. The venue was at the Old Red Bus Station in Leeds, which was a raw and underground space with a capacity of 300, and we had our best resident DJs as well as some big underground names booked in. With the right marketing, we managed to sell out the event, and on the night we held an extra 50 tickets, which went within the first hour. This was the first event I was helping to be an event manager, and as I was shadowing Seth, I really enjoyed working on this event, as we went there early to set everything up, including the sound system, the ticket box, the decorations, and the artist room with their riders in. At first I was managing the guest list and checking all the artists in. I helped a lot with the wristbanding and ticket checks because the guy who was doing that had never worked an event before. I was doing some artist liaison, making sure they all had their drinks and knew which room to play in, and I also blew up some inflatables to throw into the crowd at one point. I thoroughly enjoyed working on this event because it was different from any events I'd worked on with ATM and Running Wild. My other two placements are with companies that have been running for either 10 or 5 years, so they have a lot more experience. And I like working with Shook Events because there's a lot of space for me to progress and share my ideas for how we can improve things next time. Whilst the event was going on, I was very busy running around to manage everything, but I also thought it would be good if I posted some live updates on the event for those who couldn't make it, and this would allow new customers to see what was going on as well. I posted videos on the company Instagram page using stories, and I also started a live video on Facebook that 170 people were watching. I showed Seth the work I had done after the event had finished, and was very pleased with it. This gave me a sense of achievement, and photos of the event can be seen in Appendix 2. Next time I event manage one of Shook's events, I think I will make communication between the company and the artist a lot clearer because some of them didn't know certain things like what time they were on and where to go when they got to the venue. I think we could have done with one more staff in the box office as well because it would be useful to have one person checking or selling tickets and another person wristbanding. Having one person do both tasks at the same time on the last event meant that the queues weren't moving very quickly. I would also post set times earlier in the day as well because posting in the evening meant that not everybody had seen it. I would also print more set times out and hang them up around the venue because a lot of customers were asking me what time certain DJs were on. Overall, the event was a massive success and we completely sold out. All the customers and DJs gave us good feedback, and the venue was also happy and agreed for us to continue to use their venue in the future. Screenshots of the Facebook page can be found in Appendix 3. Balancing two placements is very challenging, but I'm finding ways to make life easier. For example, you can schedule posts on Facebook, so on a Sunday afternoon, when Seth gives me an outline of the content he'd like to be posted, I then create all the posts, schedule them in for 2 a day at the most reachable times. As the week go on, they post themselves. This has saved me a lot of time day to day. And I also create all the posts for Instagram and Twitter and get the content and pictures or videos all ready on my phone so that every day when it comes to posting I can just copy and paste rather than sitting there and creating multiple new posts every day. Being organised and staying on top of everything has helped me out massively. I'm learning to manage my time really well, and as well as getting used to working overtime and being prepared for the following days or weeks. However, working between 50 and 60 hours a week over 7 days is making me very tired, and it isn't allowing much room for a personal life. I'm not sure it's a good idea to continue this for a long period of time, as I'm starting to feel quite fatigued. I'm going to have a look at the hours I've done at all 3 placements together and see how many more hours I need to do before I can pass the year at university.